he wasn't a famous climber. If you search the web, there are only few pictures where he's not old. Why? Maybe because when he was young, he was a prisoner. But this is neither a crime story nor a fable about redemption. You know, bad guy, he's finding his better nature, and after that he's living happily ever after with a bunch of kids, with a beautiful wife, with a cozy garden outside his house. No. What's so special in his story? For me, maybe not even the fact that he was a prisoner in concentration camp. He lost both his parents, his brother, his wife. For me, the most important thing is what he discovered there and why he survived. But let's leave our climber for a moment. It's been almost 20 years now since I got interested in a concept of the mission, how it functions in an organization, in business. And what I've learned led me to a couple conclusions absolutely related to the concept of the mission and completely not related to companies, my original scope of interest. And that's what this story is all about. I will ask you a few questions as a warm-up. Who has any kind of photo of your beloved here on you, in your mobile phone, for instance? Hands up. Yes, rather majority. Another question. Who has any printed copy, a traditional photograph here on you of your beloved? Rather minority, but you have. As we see, technology will help us in the future. Another question. Any clue who that is? Yes, that's me. How did you know? Because of the teeth or maybe the hair. Let me show you another picture, and please let me introduce one of the first hipster. Let's imagine that this is your photograph instead of mine. You can close your eyes if you want to, and try to remember who you wanted to be as a child. Who wanted to be an astronaut? Hands up. There's a few astronauts, yes? Who wanted to be a fireman? Hands up. Oh, you wanted to be a fire lady, but who wanted to be a movie star? You movie stars? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who wanted to be a police officer? Who wanted to be police officer? Who wanted to be a hipster? What, only me? No, yo, another one. Thank you. Any other not listed here? Tell me. Soldier. Scientist, maybe. Driver, race driver. Who wanted to be an accountant? Why you're laughing? Oh yes, we have one accountant there. What all those professions have in common? They have nothing to do with experience when you are a child, because exactly you don't know how it is to be a fireman or fire lady. Your world is full of ideas. Look at the children playing in kindergarten. They have TED event each day, just after breakfast. The world is full of ideas. Do you remember? Life is simple. You don't have to take care about your outfit. You don't have to take care about your hair. You don't have to take care about your diet, your cellulite. Life is easy. Parents are still nice and always right. A potty eventually turns to be a better choice than a nappy. As a child, we wanted to do something brave, something unique. We wanted to be heroes. We were ready for our missions. Today I'm talking about mission. What exactly does it mean? As most serious terms do, it derives from a Latin word missio. If we will take one S, we have a teddy bear, or the most popular name for a Polish husband, misio. But Today we are talking about missio. It means vocation or calling, the act of sending, the special assignment. We used to hear about something like space mission to Mars or peace mission in Africa. What I've learned through my years of studies, that there is a barrier created for the concept of the mission that makes us think that mission refers only to the most distinguished individuals. I am asking, what about me? How about me? How about us? We are probably not able to discover any kind of medicine which will save major part of humanity. We are not able to left everything, to go to the end of the world, bring hope, freedom, maybe fire sometimes. If mission is possible, if having personal mission is possible, how to discover it? You would think that such a great discovery should follow few specific criteria. You have to be in some kind of fancy yoga look-like posture. You know what that posture is? This is human pretzel. Waiting in a deep state of meditation for a kind of a climax or an illumination. Too bad if the blessing is not bestowed, because orthopedical treatments can ruin your budget. And as we know, Polish social security is not covering finding your mission. Talking about mission is not popular, so I really do not recommend firing on the first date question, what's your mission? Because your dating efficiency may drop dramatically, for good. But what is interesting and more advanced stage of knowing each other, don't you think that exploring each other's mission makes people fall in love? Personal mission serves the following purpose: to make your actions credible, trustworthy, to soothe you, to bring you back from the distraction when you are down, to put the pieces of your personality together, to glue them, to direct your choices, to let you know when you don't know what to do. Your mission inspires you better than TED events. What lasts when we are gone is the memory of our mission. And finally, having personal mission can literally save your life. Yes, it's time to go back to beginning, to our climber. His name is Frankl, Viktor Frankl.
And pointing to something other than itself.
He had been blessed with a gifted mind.
He didn't fit into any conventional sense into anything.
Life, in principle, never ceases to hold a meaning for each and every person.
To the American public, though, he's best known through his book, Man's Search for Meaning, that has so far sold over 1 million copies alone in this country.
A genius with the simplest of tastes. He was almost like a child.
And his purposes were always therapeutic.
I felt the exact same way when I lay in that hospital bed as he did when he was in that concentration camp.
Y me dijo, esa fue la casa de mis padres, de la que yo salí y nunca más volví.
He didn't get fixated on the past and wanted to build towards the future.
The barriers between people and religious groups were irrelevant to him. He was sorry for them.
Und in diesem Sinne wage ich die Behauptung, dass grundsätzlich jede Nation holocaustfähig ist.
It didn't sit well in many circles.
He doesn't get the recognition he deserves because he never cared about it.
Nobody is capable of fully understanding Dr. Frankl and what he endured.
The most important thing is what he discovered and why he survived. Discovered there in Auschwitz, in Dachau. He discovered that we always have a choice, even there. That we have to bring the meaning to our lives. that now is the past. Then we can fix the past thinking about future. He said, so live as if you were living already for the second time, and as if you had acted the first time as wrongly as you are about to act. Wrote his famous book in just 9 days, in 1946, 68 years ago. It's just a small, tiny book. If you don't know it, you should read it. Today, I'm trying to break that barrier that makes us think that mission refers only to the most prominent and distinguished individual. If mission is possible, if having your personal mission is possible, it should be easy. So I prepared for you 3 simple techniques. All you need is a piece of paper, a pen, of course a coffee and a tea. We have technique number 1. You in ideal world. Let's go back to the photograph, your childhood photo, and ask yourself a question. What would you do if you didn't have to go to work this Monday to earn your living? Would you stay in the same place, or would you throw it away? Who you wanted to be as a child? What kind of a role? Write it down. Technique number 2. You and your clone, not the clown, clone. Let's imagine that your body was to be recreated based on DNA and was empty, just a flesh, without your soul, without your spirit. What would it be to fulfill your empty body with you, with your values, with your thoughts? Let's imagine that instead of deoxyribonucleic acid, we have deoxymentalic acid. Write a description of your DMA. And technique number 3. Others and your clone. Ask your friends, ask your family, what does it mean to be you? They have to fulfill your empty body with you. This is a really great opportunity to know something more about you. Don't lose it. If you will spend some quality time on that piece of a paper, you may receive the most important answer for the most important questions in your life. What am I living for? And who am I? Thinking about mission shouldn't be exhausting. You have to know that your mission may be never accomplished. This is an asymptote. All we know that journey that matters, not the destination. Take it seriously, but never in a sad way. When you will find yourself in your life, how should I say it, in a deep shit, your mission can bring you back to the surface, really. Thank you for letting me fulfill my mission. Appreciate it.